What's going on, guys? I have a quick preview today for the Thursday Night Football matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. And I'm not sure how many people are really excited to watch this matchup. I mean, I love watching all the primetime games. I've watched every single one this year. But we have the Tennessee Titans at home, who are 1-4, are not looking like a very good football team right now, are coming off of a 23-point loss in Minnesota last week, and Pittsburgh is coming off of a victory against the Philadelphia Eagles and improving to 2-2 on the year. And a couple days ago, or before Monday at least, it looked like we were going to have a couple of more boring matchups for this week. I mean, we had the Texans and the Jets, and actually that was a very competitive game. And I'm wondering if we're going to see a more competitive game than many people are expecting this week, as the Titans are coming off of two poor losses against the Texans and the Vikings. But even I thought the Texans were going to beat the Jets by at least 30 points, and they definitely did not lose by 30 points. They played a very competitive game. And I'm hoping we see the Titans put up a fight tonight against the Pittsburgh Steelers. But there's just so many holes in this team right now that I can't see them winning the game. And it starts with the quarterback. I mean, Jake Locker is going to be out of this game once again, and Matt Hasselbeck is going to be the starter. And after watching Sunday's game against the Vikings, I don't think Matt Hasselbeck's career lasts longer than 2012. I mean, I see him being done after this season. I didn't see anything from that game that really impressed me. Although that offensive line isn't that great, his receivers weren't helping him out, and Kenny Britt was limited, and Chris Johnson did nothing. I think they have some decent weapons on offense with guys like Nate Washington and Jared Cook, but if they had an offensive line, this team would come together a lot better, but the offensive line is just not allowing them to do a whole lot as far as passing and running goes. And their only points last week against Minnesota came when it was 23-0, and then Minnesota answered back with a touchdown to make it 30-7. And so I just can't see this team putting up enough points to hang with Big Ben, who's been playing phenomenal this season, I would say. And a lot of people are talking about him being an MVP candidate and having a very underrated season. And he has some great weapons on offense with guys like Antonio Brown and Mike Wallace. And Rashard Mendenhall came back last week and played very well coming off of his injury. And their defense played very well against Philadelphia. I mean, Michael Vick was under 200 yards passing, and they forced 2 turnovers of Michael Vick. 2 fumbles were lost. Actually, he fumbled 3 times. And if they get some turnovers on Matt Hasselbeck in this offense, I don't think that they can come back from a large turnover deficit. I mean, the Tennessee defense is going to have to step up today, and their offense has to help them out because their defense was on the field against the Vikings quite a bit, but Kenny Britt looks to be closer to 100% this week at least. I mean, he was limited against the Vikings, and he had suffered a setback midweek last week, and he didn't do much against the Vikings, and now it's saying that he has full participation in practice and he's probable to start, and that's big because they're going to need some big plays in the passing game to remain competitive in this one, and to even think about running both. Chris Johnson having remote success with him, as they only have in one game this year, and it was still a game where they got blown out in by like 28 points or whatever it was. And so because the Titans are at home and they've been blown out so many times, I think they have a shot to keep this one competitive, because I think when you see a team get blown out the way they have and they get beaten the way that they have, they want to come out and make a statement, and their coaching is going to be focused on making sure they don't get blown out again. And it's just funny the way the NFL works, how a team will get blown out one week and will play competitive the next week. I mean, teams bounce back and whatnot, but the Titans, they have some talent, but they just have some glaring holes in this team that have been too hard for them to overcome, along with some disappointing players like Matt Hasselbeck and Chris Johnson have been 2 of their most disappointing guys so far, with Jake Locker being injured, of course. And I mean, that game against the Lions, they had to win with special teams. And so I want to see if the Titans play desperate tonight and they go for another big Music City Miracle play, or they go for some trick play on special teams. They have to be creative in this game. They have to do something out of the ordinary to get this victory and to keep it competitive and to keep their team in this game. And I want to see what they do to try to keep this one close, because Pittsburgh is a good team, but Tennessee is at home, and I want to see a good game tonight. I don't want to see a blowout by any means. I think we're going to see a decent game, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, I picked 30-point win for the Texans or whatever it was against the Jets, but I'm going to keep this one a little bit closer. No, I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers. They are the better team. They have more talent. Big Ben is a better quarterback, especially at this stage in Matt Hasselbeck's career, and I think having Rashard Mendenhall back is going to be big for them, as he had over 100 yards all-purpose last week and a touchdown. I want to see the role he plays tonight, but I'm taking the Pittsburgh Steelers 24-14, hoping for a good game tonight at LP Field. But anyways, guys, leave your thoughts and predictions in the comment section below. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.